spawning down in the bottom right hand position. He is on match point. He has got all to play for. Has to win 3 games in a row. He is the green Zerg player representing Team Dignitas. It's Tefel. And his opponent, spawning to the top left, the blue Terran player. From my insanity, 2-0 up in this best of 5, 1 game away from victory. It's Jjakji. Now Jjakji has just been on a bit of a rampage, I think it's fair to say. Not in this series on its own, but just in the tournaments everywhere in Europe. Since joining My Insanity and obviously coming out to their house, their team house in Switzerland, he's just been boss moding it. He qualified for WCS, EU. Not with ease, but he did in fairly convincing fashion. And yeah, he's just everything that he competes in at the moment. Jjakji's just like, hell yeah. And he's now going for a proxy 11-11-2 racks. I can't believe I didn't see that until the second SCV came over. I thought something was up. Oh god, Jjakji. Jjakji is 1 game away from winning. Tefel, where is this overlord going? Tefel, there's yep. Tefel's spidey senses tingling. He's like, ooh, something's not quite right here. I'm 1 game away from defeat. Would he actually? Maybe I should check. Just over here, maybe there could be something. Oh. 00. This is bad. Okay, so Tefel starts the hatchery anyway. Pulls all of his drones. Well, not all of them, but a lot. Because if you put a lot of drones, you're actually pretty much fine here. All you've got to do is prevent bunkers coming down. No bunker, no win. GG. And this is not a complete all-in, but it's fairly aggressive. Tefel is actually going to go and surround the barracks now, which is an unusual strategy to go. Doesn't actually kill the Marine. Needs to be a bit careful, because if a bunker was coming down here still, even though the SCVs are being pulled, but if a bunker was able to get placed, that would cause some problems. These barracks won't actually get killed for a long time. Tefel losing a lot of mining time, unfortunately, with this. If we take a look at income, we can of course see that Tefel is losing a considerable amount of mining time, but that's somewhat justified by the fact that Jjakji not able to achieve too much with this at all. Some lings are now coming out. They'll start chipping away at these barracks. They'll be forced to lift and start retreating. Back at home, Jjakji making another barracks and completing his wall off. But this is a really substantial amount of mining time currently getting lost that Jjakji isn't having to deal with. It's almost justifying this opening as being fine. Glad to see Tefel pulls the drones back now. Hasn't got any more out, but that was a good minute or 2 without any mining coming down from the Dignitas players. So something to be cautious of. Of course, more barracks having to be thrown down in a bit of an emergency maneuver to defend against potential counter-aggression. Unfortunately, though, for Jjakji, there isn't much else coming down, but he still needs this. He can follow this up with, well, what is going to be 5 racks worth of Marine production, just as a big push, knowing that Tefel's going to want to drone quite heavily. The SCVs can repair up this wall off indefinitely, basically, because that's when you can just sit there and take as much punishment as you want if you can repair the wall from the other side. So Lings won't actually break through this pretty much ever, buying Jjakji the time he needs. These, of course, were Lings forced out in response, so the drone count a bit lower. But Tefel is now happily droned up to 23. Has got himself a bit supply blocked, unfortunately, which isn't ideal. But still, 1 Marine now there, can start chipping away at those Zerglings. The additional 2 barracks have been hidden back, so no way for Tefel to actually know what's going on at the moment. I don't think he's seen anything in terms of what's coming. Doesn't know just how many Marines are getting produced. No gas is getting taken by Jjakji. He's just going to be following this on with mass Marine production. Rallied all to the exact center of his base, so there's no way for Tefel to know. And Tefel is going to have actually a serious problem if he doesn't make a baneling nest. That's pretty much how it works. If Tefel doesn't get banelings now, I think he may lose. Which sounds really pessimistic, but this is not something that you often see. Jjakji playing a really strong build. The last time I actually saw a build like this go down was a game against Idra of all people, which went on a lot longer, but his opponent just literally kept making expansions, but getting no gas and pumping nothing but Marines. And despite that going on for, I think it was about 12 minutes, still Idra refused to make a baneling nest, and then rage quit when he lost, obviously, because there was just so many Marines. But yeah, Jjakji has shown against Tefel earlier that, no, it wasn't against Tefel, it was against Hope, on this exact map, that he has got amazing control with his Marines at sniping down Banelings. This push already coming. This is 19 Marines going up against 6 Zerglings. A Zergling now managing to sneak up into the base, but still doesn't actually see too much. Knows that there are a lot of Marines en route. More Spine Wall is getting made as a bit of an emergency. But Marines actually fare pretty well against this until Banelings are out. The Baneling Nest is on its way. It's about 2/3 done. Jjakji has pulled pretty much all of his SCVs. So this is as all in as you can go. It's a cool transition. And if he can tank up the damage well enough, then actually it's going to be very effective. Tefel having to pull everything. His Baneling Nest is now done, but he needs all of those Lings to defend this pressure. The Spine Crawlers get melted. Still so many Marines here. Banelings desperately trying to morph. But if the Banelings get in, that's all good. The Banelings are 100% required for this to work. Banelings getting focused down though. This is a risky game because some about to finish morphing. The Banelings do detonate. Now Jjakji has to retreat, but the surround from the Lings. The Banelings start trying to detonate, but one Baneling remains. If Jjakji focuses that down, will the Lings be enough? I think they will be. Detonation hits a couple of Marines, and I think now Tefel will take the game. Yep, GG's called. Tefel wins with a great hold, just getting Banelings in time, and the series is now 2-1 in Jjakji's favour.